make sure Luka's locked in, and they need to do everything possible to get Luka locked in. And if I were running the Lakers, I certainly wouldn't be like, well, anytime we're meeting with Luka, LeBron has to be there.
LeBron James is jealous of Luka Doncic. Nick Wright reacts to LeBron beefing with the Lakers. Check out what he had to say, and then I'll come back with my comments.
Away, or the thrust of the article is, because the article's headline even, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, inside the most delicate superstar transition in NBA history. So the reason for that scene setting, it would appear, is that Luka was at this meeting and LeBron was not, which I don't find odd at all, personally, because the Lakers' first order of business this summer, and they treated it as such, was to cement and secure their relationship with Luka because they desperately need him to sign a contract extension this summer.
Yeah, it's not odd that they're linking up with their future star of the team for the next 10 to 15 years while LeBron is out the door. But I think LeBron is always going to feel a certain way to where, you know what, I'm supposed to be the guy. What about me? I should be privy to conversations. But if you're having a one-on-one meeting or a team meeting or organizational meeting with Luka, try to get him to sign on that dotted line. You don't need LeBron there, but just how the reports are coming out, articles are coming out, I think LeBron and his team feel a certain way. That's what they're talking about. Rich Paul, we still want to win championships. There's 4 teams interested in LeBron. They're trying to fight back all the articles, all the reports with the Lakers moving on with Luka. LeBron James is jealous of Luka Doncic.
Now, whether that's a 4-year deal or a 3-year deal, he can do 4 for 230, 223, or 3 for 160. The reason for doing the 3 for 160, as the article lays out, is it might set up better, more money long term in future deals. But regardless, they need to make sure Luka's locked in, and they need to do everything possible to get Luka locked in. And if I were running the Lakers, I certainly wouldn't be like, well, anytime we're meeting with Luka, LeBron has to be there. Because these are the Lakers' attempt to compete this season is in one bucket. The Lakers' plan over the next 3, 5, 10 years is in another bucket. And both of those buckets necessitate a locked-in, dialed-in, committed Luka Doncic.
Yep, the Lakers, you better sign Luka. You don't want him to walk out that door next summer or whenever he's a free agent. It's paramount that they get Luka to sign that contract immediately. So all the stuff going on with LeBron, the pettiness, the alleged back and forth, you don't want that to put a bad taste in Luka's mouth like, you know what, this organization is cool, but playing for the organization is 2 different things. So if you're the Lakers, Rob Pelinka, new ownership, current ownership, you're going to need Luka to sign that contract, that extension. You got to lock Luka in, then you can deal with all the LeBron BS after, but you don't want to let Luka go. That could set your franchise back another 5 to 10 years.
So that is priority number 1. And I think LeBron understands that the single most important thing for the Lakers this summer is to get Luka re-signed. So I wouldn't have viewed that as scandalous. Oh, the Lakers had a meeting with Luka without LeBron there. But it was treated like it was, in this article, like it was a fork in the road, where the Lakers are going down the Luka path rather than the LeBron path. And again, it is incredibly logical. And anybody that thinks LeBron is put off or, is bothered by the fact that the Lakers' priority number 1 is making sure Luka is a Laker long term, doesn't know LeBron James and doesn't understand the way he views Luka and what he understands about the NBA.
Yeah, I'm sure you know LeBron a lot. That's your BFF. If you lift up your t-shirt, you got a LeBron and Clutch Sports tattoo on your chest. But at the end of the day, you don't know how LeBron really feels about being in this situation, being at the end of his career, a team pretty much moving on from him while he's currently on the team. Now, you may have some little conversations with Rich Paul and you may hug LeBron from time to time, but LeBron's psyche, you know the passive aggressiveness, you know how he gets down when it comes to, talking about people without talking about people directly. He feels a certain way with the organization moving on, even though, yeah, he understands. He knows that he only has a year or two left probably to play, but by them having these meetings, by them not offering him a contract extension, even though Rich Paul said they didn't ask for one, but I guarantee LeBron, he would have signed a 2-year contract with a 1-year opt-out if the Lakers offered it to him, but by them not offering it to them, they're like, you know what, we didn't ask for it. So it's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with the Lakers. And again, LA, sign Luka, forget LeBron, worry about him, he's locked in, he ain't going nowhere, he has a no trade clause. You gotta sign Luka immediately. Don't let him walk out the door.
It is absolutely fair to say, and then I'll get back to the article, that LeBron feels like, all right, while trying to get Luka locked up long term, we should try to win right now because we were the 3 seed last year, because I'm still playing at a undeniable top 10 level. Luka is going to go into next year as one of the 3 biggest favorites to win league MVP. That's a team that, if you make the right moves, can compete for a championship. But those two things, not only are they not mutually exclusive, they are not in conflict at all. There is nothing better for Luka's long-term future with the Lakers than him stacking awesome seasons with the Lakers starting immediately. Yes, so then the article goes on to discuss, it talks about that LeBron released the statement. And again, I think the statement is worth, even though it's now a few weeks old, worth reminding people exactly what it said. We understand the difficulty in winning now while preparing for the future. This is from Rich Paul. We do want to evaluate what's best for LeBron at this stage in his life and career. He wants to make every decision he has left count, and the Lakers understand that, are supportive, and want what's best for him.
And that's it. Drop the mic and leave it alone. But just with all the LeBron stuff, he has nothing to say when they try to talk to him at ESPN, which I get. You can, throw rocks and hide your hand. You can be passive aggressive. You're not going to be direct. We already knew LeBron James wasn't going to talk to ESPN. But after this statement, why not just leave it alone? But Rich Paul, I think he had some interview, then he went more in depth. Now there's leaks of teams being interested in LeBron. They feel a certain way. They're pushing these narratives, but it's not working. The Lakers, they're on a different type of time than LeBron and Clutch Sports, and that pisses him off. He's supposed to be the guy that controls the NBA. My agency, Clutch Sports, and the puppet that I'm controlling, Rich Paul, we run the NBA. We got all these major talents and, regular B-plus level talents. So we got the players intact, but we don't have the organizational support like we used to over the past 20 plus years. Things are ending for LeBron and his career in the NBA with the Lakers. He doesn't like that. The Lakers, they're moving on with Luka. He wants to win a championship, which is cool, but the Lakers' main goal is to sign Luka right now. Yeah, a championship will be great, but that's going to be great for LeBron and his legacy, trying to get his 5th ring. The Lakers' championship right now is signing Luka Doncic to that extension.
I looked at that statement as very clearly saying, listen, it would seem what's best for all parties is continuing this partnership and trying to win a title right now.
Yeah, sure.
But if you guys, for some reason or another, think that you either can't win a title right now or making moves to try to win a title right now while you still have LeBron James at an all-NBA level is actually going to hurt your chances of winning multiple titles down the road with Luka. Well, if that's how you feel and that's the road you're going to take, then we should discuss whether or not you want me to be I want to be a part of this and you want to be a part of this. That to me was very, very straightforward. And again, not scandalous. And I think the way most people, if they were advising LeBron James, would see it as well.
Yeah, LeBron, he didn't have to opt into that contract. He could have easily been like, you know what, I'm good. I'm going to just go ahead and take my talents elsewhere. But he did opt in, so now he got to deal with the Lakers. So even though he's trying to be direct and Rich Paul and Clutch Sports, there's no real direction when it comes to LeBron right now. He's all over the place. He's frustrated that he can't run the Lakers anymore.
And then the article gets a little confusing because it then just quotes anonymous Western Conference executives on their opinions. One Western Conference executive chalked it up to an elaborate pout because the Lakers hadn't offered James a new contract extension. More on that in a moment. Another Western Conference executive felt it was an attempt to pressure the Lakers front office to go all in on building the team this season and away from its strategy to keep the cap sheet as clean as possible for the summers of 26 and 27 after James's salary comes off the books. So I care less about the Western Conference executives' feelings and more about if that is the Lakers' strategy, that we are certainly out of the LeBron business after this year, and we think we are going to be better positioned to win titles by getting out of the LeBron business and using his $52 million on free agents X, Y, and Z, that's an interesting opinion. I'm very curious what free agents they think they are going to get. And this is an important point here because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but free agency isn't what it once was in the NBA. And I'm not talking about second apron stuff.
There's some good free agents out there, but again, the goal for the Lakers, sign Luka, forget whatever else is going on with LeBron. That's their main focal point this summer. I think August he'll be eligible to sign. A couple years, that's what you got to worry about if you're the Lakers. Forget LeBron James.